Welcome on in. It's so good to see ya. Happy Friday. Are you ready to jam? I know I am. Let's sprint. That moment when I'm like, why am I hearing myself in 3 windows? Because apparently I had a hidden tab somewhere. I apologize, everybody, for hearing me twice. If you did, because I did, hello there. Welcome in. Happy Friday. The tech gremlins, y'all. They had to have their say right out of the gate, did they not? Welcome in. I'm Jenna O'Malley, your soul writer. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome in. We are going to do a series of 25 minute sprints tonight on behalf of the HeartBreathings writing community. If you would like to know more about the community, I did already go ahead and share some links, I believe, over there in the chat box. If you want to, I don't know what it's doing with the alien face there, but that's not supposed to be there. Anyway, if you want to portal hop on over, I'll probably fix that link, or join us on Facebook. Please go ahead and do so. It is so weird. It is so weird that it's reading those links as faces on this head. Okay. This would also be my link tree. I do have the books to my website for the myrnaannals.com splitting away from my services website here, and a bunch of other stuff. My production board changed today. Oh boy, did it change today. Oh boy, did it change today. CJ here to write more in the intro, but last chapter in a blanket fort. I'm all here for that energy. I'm all here for that energy. Just thank you for being epic you over the last week. You've been totally cool and epic to have here on the nightly. Let's see. What up, Crystal? Glad to have you here, fellow writers. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Vomika, good evening. How are you? How have things been for you? Jess, it's correct in the chat. I don't know what it's doing on screen. I know, right? Weird. Anywho, with that being said, tech gremlins, y'all, they like to have their say sometimes. Let's go with the affirmators, knockknockstuff.com. Not sponsored, but goodness, I love this deck so much. I would not mind being sponsored. Kid you not. So, I think we did those bottom couple. Yes. And I just didn't smush them out. So, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I do apologize if my slight wheeze is coming through. That's a note to me to go use my nebulizer during the first sprint. Too many cards. So, I'll pick those up in a moment. Solidarity! Hey, we're doing that actively right now. Solidarity. I respect the power of solidarity and look for opportunities to unleash it. When a loved one has to do something tough, I'll heed their often silent but sometimes loud and whiny call and participate in the toughness with them. Everything is easier when a partner, cohort, sidekick sticks with it and joins you. The only thing that's not easier is feeling resentment, which I suppose is the overall point. Life lessons this week for me include a hesitant yes should be a screamed no. So that would be the reverse of this card if you were to call a reversal on this deck, question mark. So there are times, I'll admit, where it's appropriate that you got to take care of you and yours before you can take care of others. I will admit that's a thing for many people. So, before I trip over these cards, let's go ahead and check in one more time. I think we're going to get ourselves, let's see. No skeletal robot faces like they're showing up on here. I might be going back to StreamYard for more than one reason. No offense. Anyway, Vomika, Doing good, just been busy with work. This is okay. This kind of feels like the end of February rush. One, it's the shortest month of the year, but also it just seems like that slide into the new year is going to soon be slide into the end of the first quarter. Just a wee bit, is it not? Is it not? I see some more friends have joined into chat. Hello, hello, Haley. Not sure what you're doing tonight. You had all the hugs. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to call it hangry, but are we feeling like is food is a little bit of relaxation and a little bit of oxygenation going to help the physical body feel better so you can get on to the other parts of the body? That is a logical thing. So let's take care of you first. Dinner's a really smart start. Joanne, so glad to have you here. We're just getting started on sprint 1. That's about what we're to do. Pasqua, it's good to see you. How have you been? Yes. I've heard from several people that this week has been a week. We shall put it that way. We'll leave it worded like that. It's been a week and a half, all in a matter of, not quite 7 days. So let's get ourselves into sprint number 1, everybody. We are going to do 25-minute sprints tonight. I'll eventually change the poll to see how many you're wanting, but let's settle in for this one first. So, of course, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. See you all here in just about 25. Get it? Alright, everybody, switch it out, yeah, and get into that. How is everyone doing so far? I'm working on a final revision of an item, so I can hopefully format it and upload it with books 1 through 5 at a lot of vendors over the next week. How's everyone doing? Louise, hello everyone. Glad to have you here with some editing. Sarah, hello. Puttering around with some work tasks you don't actually want to do. That's okay. We sometimes have to voluntold ourselves to do stuff we do not want to do. I understand this feeling. It's all right. Glad to have you here. All the hugs, and you needed that quote. Hey, I'm glad it was a helpful one to you. Polly, hello. How are things going on down under? How's the weather and more for you? So I, a month ago, did a journaling with tarot class, 1 card basically per draw. I'm doing the multiple card draw this weekend. If you reboot. If you live in the Maryland area, please feel welcome to check it out. Triple C, hello. It's been a while. Your dog is tucked in for the night and the house is quiet, using this peaceful time to get some editing done. Glad to have you here with making a major change in the beginning of the book. Question: what do you love/hate about an opening chapter? Info dumping is a problem for some of us. Guilty as charged. Really focus in on your hook. Having taught essay writing and creative writing for as long as I have, that hook matters. Really make that line and paragraph on the first page matter for what is first read. Joanne's working on Project Sugar and Spice. Oh, you're revising. That's so cool. So you've finished your draft of it? So awesome. Triple C, seriously cannot wait to read. I know, right? It's been a joy following the journey of some of you writing all of these. CJ, if you needed to read a book, that's okay. There's no problem. Now I have the theme song to Reading Rainbow in my head. Apparently you needed that. If you don't know the theme song to Reading Rainbow, Google it. YouTube it, ? Vomika, dinner sprint for you. Pork loin, nice. We have, for me's, an interesting combination of taco meat, chicken fajita dip, like a multi-layered chicken fajita dip to use it up, some romaine, and a local favorite of mine as a Marylander, Amish Dutch pickles, but Old Bay was included in the brine. So it's a spicy salad tonight. It's clearing out the sinuses and the everything with the lungs for that nebulizer I have not yet to do, because that's clearing the sinuses first, apparently. And now it's stuck in your head. You're welcome. Fellow nerd, I salute you. And I hear a scratching and a scritching at my door. That's got to be a one person. He's a channel mascot. Do you want to say hi? Do we want to say hi to Moo? Oh, she's even going to jump up and meet me halfway. Go for it, old girl. Bum, ba, wow, it's a Moo. Hi, baby. Want to say hi for a moment? You tired? She just woke up to basically go eat so she could go back to sleep. She has one of the easiest kitty lives ever. She is so pretty. Okay, channel mascot. I got the don't put me down yet squirmies there for a second. Let's try this way. That's better. Okay, you didn't want me to lift you. You wanted to do the jump. Okay. Chill for a second. I often have said that I think she thinks she's a dog. When she used to have hearing, we'll word it that way, she don't hear good no more. if she hears the doorbell go off, she will actually growl and go and sit in front of the door. And it does not matter if it's someone she knows. Growl. It's like, really? Are you part dog or something? I've only ever known dogs to do that. I've never met a cat before who would do that. I love you. She is so cute. C. Oh, turkey burgers. See, I don't normally eat turkey burgers either, but depending on how they're prepared, I won't turn it down. I will say that. My brother Joe would make a really nice teriyaki turkey burger. So good. So yummy. We want to talk about things I never thought pineapple could taste good on top of. Right there. Speaking of getting things going, let's go into our second sprint. See ya in 25. Jam it out. Get it, y'all. All right, everyone, go ahead and save your work. Stretch if you need to. I'm going slower on stuff than I feel like I should, but you shouldn't should yourself either. So we're going to be kind to ourselves tonight, especially since we're going to get ready to go into a self-care, soul-care break here in the next sprint. Where did we leave that star? Turkey burgers for CCC. In your next life, you want a life exactly like your dog's. Your dog will not growl at anyone at the door. If anything, she will expect you to open it and just have a handful of cookies and tell her how she. A handful of the C word I might not want to say too loud because certain pets or kids will hear it. There you go. Sorry if I didn't cut myself off soon there enough. She's an 80-pound pit bull. Oh, she is a baby. My opinion, pit bulls classify as those dogs that are just solely meant to look up at people and go, "Hi, buddy," and give you this big old smile. So the only mean dogs I've ever met of that breed were because they were taught to be. And I'm going to leave it at that. Haley just finished making dinner, pasta with butter and cheese. I've done that in the past. A little bit of Old Bay or cracked red pepper also helps with it too for flavor. Maybe work on your bullet journal while you eat. Not a bad choice. JK, are you on IG for Triple C? Looking to see if you can get connected there off platform. Beth, missed the first sprint. You're here and you're pacing your time in your stride, Frodo, and you're welcome to be here when you're here, and that's totally okay. All the hugs to you, especially if you're getting the daughters taken care of in bed, and now you get to type. Glad to have you here, Beth. Good to see you. PETA still typing away to finish the final book. Yes! Oh my goodness. I hope it goes so well. I'm so proud of you. And weather is gorgeous and sunny. I bet it is. Thank you to everybody for the tinyurl.com/authortube list and the tinyurl.com/sprints for Google Doc with the booktube. And thank you for tracking down my fellow admins from HeartBreathings and including us as part of your rotations every week to get us on your schedules. You all rock. And if you are looking for services, call Indy is the place to go, my fellow Indies. CJ ran your draft through Speechify, trying to figure out, you are rocking out and figuring out what's bothering you about the opening. Ask 5 people, not your best friend, not like family that you're super close to. Ask someone that you know that will give you an honest opinion and not sugarcoat it without being brutal. I'm hoping you know people like that. And ask them, what do they think of it out of context? What's their reaction? Teal Wolf Moon Goddess, tonight isn't a great writing day for you. 110 words that's okay. If that's all you've got, self-care. Especially since we're about ready to go into a self-care, soul-care break, okay? Take some time for you. Reclaim some of that energy. You totally deserve it. Beth, you had a mushroom and leek pasta. Ooh, salad and mussels. That sounds really healthy, like good for the brain kind of healthy. Pasqua, you love you some Old Bay. See, I literally was born at the University of Maryland Hospital that sits near the Chesapeake Bay, downtown Baltimore area. So I've been smelling and ingesting Old Bay in my body since before I was born. Thank you, Mom. My mom, our next door neighbor, he had a crabbing license. And whenever he would go out, while my mom was pregnant with me, she would on occasion be like, "Hey, bring me back something." Because you can imagine where, depending on how you prepare that stuff, if you're safe about it and thoroughly cook it, it could possibly be good. She was anemic anyway, so she really needed some of that stuff, vitamin wise. Cammy, why are you making me choose just one? 'Cause I mean like that? Question mark. Current favorite for the moment? Question mark. She's talking about the poll, I assume, for those who are here on live. Bomaka, you're working on figuring out names for Project Jungle while also figuring out names you want for your baby. Oh, love it. Lori, hello, your granddaughter was going to sleep over. After 3 hours, she wanted to go home. Oh, bless. Is this one of the first times she's really gotten to stay over? Are you like grandma training her to stay over? All the hugs. Bless the grandma. Louise finished editing. Yes! For you were magic! Crystal, too distracted and unmotivated at the moment to do what you need to do, and that's okay. Up until now, you're feeling this, and you're able to work through it. Don't escape it. Work through it. You've got this. Cammy, stickers doesn't have any votes, but you dabble in them with your monthly journal setups. That's fair. Crystal, by the way, unrelated, how to save a Google Doc to a flash drive. In the Google Doc, there is under the, I want to give you the correct one on this, my friend. Hold on. Docs.google.com. Oh, it took me to forms. I don't want forms. I want to see everything. Thank you. Under file, download, and then pick your file format. Okay. So again, for Google Docs, if you need to download it, under file, download, pick your format, and then you can upload it to a flash drive. So what I normally tell people to do is to download it to a Word doc if they plan to re-upload it and you reuse it as a Google Doc later, because over the years, those two have gotten a lot more friendly than they used to be when they first added that download feature. Haley, your body doesn't seem to understand the fact that you just ate and you're supposed to be going to bed soon. My stomach still hurts. Oh, give it some time to digest. Some cereal will probably help. I was going to say there's this thing they call the brat diet. Bananas, rice, or cereal counts in place of rice sometimes. Apples, applesauce, or toast. And sometimes cereal gets traded out for the toast, as you can imagine, depending on the cereal you pick. So, hey! I'm a Virgo. We have a dark side. Don't go to that end of the fuse. The fuse is long. Don't get to the end of the fuse. As former students learn the hard way. Hello, Rhiannon, fellow admin for HeartBreathings. Good to see you. Though I think that's a fair thing to say about most people in general. Don't find out where the end of their fuse is. And that's a good question about your characters. Where's the end of their fuse? A little bit back around to writing. Anyway, self-care, soul care break, y'all. If you have been with us for a bit, or your brain and body just are not wording tonight or tasking tonight, step away from the screen. Go take care of your physical body. Go take care of your soul, your brain, your heart, and so on. All the hugs to you. We shall see you here in 25. Total of 6. This is number 3 of 6. See you soon. I actually did spend that whole sprint in self-care, soul care mode. Sorry I didn't switch it to say sprint 3, but we do have sprint 4, 5, and 6 ahead of us. So if you're just joining in, it's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. I went ahead and grabbed a little bit more foods and didn't really do much more with the book I'm doing the final pass on. But I went ahead and also got like some dishes done. So how's things for all of you? How's it going? So let's see here. Vomika. Yeah, we got talking about, don't find the end of the people's fuses, but this can cause interesting things for stories like, because now I want to read what your story's all about. You don't ever want to get to the end of Vomika's character's fuses of jungle, as usually it means one of them has just simply burned the jungle. Beastly rage is a thing. Beastly rage is a thing. Crystal, all the thank yous. Thank you, Jess, by the way, for sharing the link to Grounded Chaos for this coming Sunday. Lisa and our very own Rhiannon will be hosting 10 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. Paget, hello, popping on in to give some loves to the like button. Thank you for stopping on in. Behind the drapes in a very fancy ballroom with the masquerade masks on. And no one knows because it's romance. You enjoy. Polly Peta, 240. Slow start, and at least you're starting. You're rocking it out, and you're pacing your time and your stride, and we really can't ask any better. Also, tomorrow morning, I believe Mel is currently on the docket for 9 a.m. Eastern, followed at 4 p.m. Eastern with Tracy, the revised writer. If you want to go ahead and put notifications on for those videos. Laura, speaking of someone who has totally epic videos, including live streams where you get to see Sir Roy. Hello, how are you and Puppy the Roy doing? Glad to have you here. All the hugs. CJ, you did some more nudging into the intro for the thesis. Might just leave for committee to read. Are they looking for a draft? Question mark? Especially if they're looking for feedback. That's a good way to entice them for feedback, is to point them in the direction of maybe where you would want it. And that is the best squish. Lori was watching a video on junk journaling. I used to do junk journaling as like a club one year when I was teaching public school, and the kids loved it. Some of the things they came up with, like very interesting use of materials and stuff, I would have never considered to have used in that way. And note with me, these earrings like to catch in my hair. That's the third time now. Beth, you're doing a little Kindle. You and a couple of people are probably going through the ebook cleanup this time of year, I would imagine. Good to see you from Joanne to Paget. Teal Wolf Moon Goddess was watching spooky, scary story time. People reported happening. I tried to make it fit to spooky, scary skeletons. Didn't go far. Sorry. And then outed themselves. Ooh. Yeah. For some people, that is good. That is self-care. That is self-care. I know students who used to fall asleep to stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's. So, just saying. Louise, 340, not bad for the new words. Jess, you're welcome. You happen to remember it was Grounded Chaos weekend. Thank you for remembering, because my brain was not braining so good here earlier myself. Joanne, yes, all the oh no's to Haley. Hope you get feeling better really soon. All the hugs there, my friend. Definitely so. How are you feeling, Haley, since the dinner was consumed? Laura, goodness. You should journal. Don't should yourself. You have the option to enjoy it either way, right? And do that after the puppy squishes. See, yes, enjoy the puppy squishes. The puppy squishes are a must. It's right up there with why purrs from cats are actually good for you. If you're sick and your cat is laying up against you and purring, let them. Something about like literally their purr is good for your body while you're healing. Crystal, editing your son's research paper. Thankful that you you don't want to tell me that as a former teacher. Ma'am, you shouldn't be writing your kid's paper. Editing it with is fine. I hope, yeah. Be bummed to miss out on some words. So, or you mean you wrote for you this morning? I could be confused there. But to those parents who do the writing for your kids, please don't. Help them edit by all means. Don't write it for them. And I'm sorry if I misunderstood that. Yes. You are doing what you need to do in your pace and your time and your stride. As some of us said earlier, it's been a week. As evidenced by me misinterpreting stuff. It's been a week. With that being said, let's get ourselves into our fourth sprint of 25 minutes. See you on the other side. Jam it out. I think dinner's finally kicking in because I'm feeling like I'm in a little bit of a better mood. So that must mean my digestion is helping with whatever else was going on mood-wise. So, how'd it go? Make sure you save your work, y'all. I got to the end of part 1 of 6. Oh my God, so many typos. So many typos. Like, and instead of and t instead of the. I've come across those. It's like, I'm so glad I reread this one more time. How'd it go in chat? How did it go? Vomica, hers are considered a frequency of healing. What is the typical frequency of a cat purr? It hits at between 25 and 150 hertz. And that's the range that can be considered conducive to enticing soft and bone tissue in the body to go, hey you, let's heal a little bit better. Imagine what it does to them when they're not feeling good. Crystal, yeah, I totally open my own mouth and insert my foot on this, and this is okay. It tastes really leathery, and I'm fine with that. But I'm sorry. Yes, I realized after, it's like, yeah, she meant for her. I'm so sorry. There's a big old anime style sweat drop coming right down the side of my head right now. I'm so sorry. Yes. I owe you an awesome apology on that. All the hugs. Your kid is epic. And then, of course, if you want to meet some of us authortubers this July here in Bowie, Maryland, not Bowie, Maryland. It would be cool if it was named after David Bowie. No, it's Bowie, Maryland. This would be the link to check it out. It's called the Right Women's Book Fest. And if you don't want to attend but want to ask us some questions, go ahead and put your questions into the form here. I'll probably share this a couple more times before then, I would imagine. And of course, my favorite thing to craft other than stories, a lot of people are picking the artsy as in like drawing and painting type things. Makes sense. You like to do the 1,000 words. Why not the picture with? That goes right hand in hand. Pasqua, thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Aren't you going to be there? But you're not with me. You're with Aaron, right? Right? Because if so, I want hug. Just saying. I'm being mean. I'm demanding one here. So I tend to seek out other authors I know who are there that don't necessarily do the authortube thing, but that I know through different social media and tagging you all down. So daffodils. Oh, okay. The spelling is intentional, and I may have pronounced that wrong. Is it daffodils? Question mark. Louise, well, you know what? And that's okay if you had to take care of you. You're typing like a mad woman. You refueled. You took care of you. That's what you needed to do. Make sure you save, my friend. CJ, starting off. Hey. Hello, dear self-doubt. You're rooted in there somewhere. You need to shush for 25 minutes, though, okay? I used to say that to public school kids, and they thought I was cray-cray, and I'm like, no, literally, say it to your inner self. Look, dude, I know you're scared. Shush for 25 minutes. And they're like, basically put myself in timeout. Gently so. Hug. Huge hug. The doubt it's appropriate. It's valid. Hug. Be gentle with yourself. Cup lost his bottom. No! It tells me it was a well-loved teacup, potentially, ? Oh, I had a coffee mug do this right before we moved. Oh my goodness. I hope you're okay. Yes, that's what I thought. You said wandering about instead of on a panel. I'm still going to hunt you down and get a hug. Gotcha. Good. I'll be hunting you down. Pasqua, you had to get up early. Good night. Take care of you. You totally deserve it. Yes, got some good work done. Congrats to you, my friend. All the hugs. Kat, it's good to see you popping in after your stream to hit the thumb up and give a wish to the best for all. Get your belly all taken care of and get the family time into, my friend. So we're going to go. Oh no. This is almost worse. I'm so sorry. All the hugs. Haley grabbed a shower, feeling better. Good. You've lost no energy. You've got almost no energy left. But hey, you know what? It's Friday night. That's okay. If you're planning a project, you might feel a little bit more prepared to write tomorrow. You want to use Sprint 5 to wind down and head off when you need. That's fine too. Speaking of Sprint 5, y'all, we have this one and I think one more. Let me math right quick in my head. Yes, this and one more ahead, I do dare believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves into our switcheroony sprints and see ya in 25. All right, everyone, go ahead and save your work while we get ourselves into another chat break. It'll actually be our final chat break of the night. The next sprint we do is going to be, I believe, our last sprint for 25 minutes, okay? If you hear a kitty cat burble, I have a Lokina over here, and she's kind of drowsy because of some meds she had to take for being itchy. So, how are all of you? How did it go? I am cruising now through part 2. Way fewer issues with typos, not finding any grammar things all that much that need addressed. Play with words, but it's one of those situations of I can word it this way or I can word it that way, but it's the same number of words and it means the same thing. Which way does it look better? We're starting to get into those kind of edits. So, what's your first sign of spring, everybody? According to the poll, hey, look at the hints of green. And I'm team it smells like rain. If you see the memes that have been going around the internets here, of 90s kids, 80s kids, kids raised in the 70s, it's like we can literally smell the rain. This is a legit conversation I've had with students of mine in the past of, you guys can't smell the rain? What? Must be an acquired smell? Question mark. So, with that being the case, just a reminder, I know I gave everybody the schedule earlier for tomorrow with Mel and Tracy at 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Do not forget that this coming Sunday is the last Sunday of the month. I believe it's Mel's day off. That currently they do not have anything on the schedule for Sunday. And then that would leave 4 p.m. for Tracy, the revised writer. On Monday, 9 a.m. with Kay is currently on the schedule. And it's going to be double down day here in about a week. As of tomorrow. Kid you not. So if you're already kind of planning the second half of next week, keep in mind double down day is potentially on the horizon. Beth, still purging. That's okay. You have a lot and trying to get it down to a look that you can accomplish. All the hugs to you. All the hugs. You can do this. You can do this. Lori, you agree. There's certain smell to spring rain. Specifically spring rain. Yeah, like summer rain. No, it depends on where you live, I will say, for in the summer, because I live down in the valley and it didn't smell like too much. But if I went like up into Frostburg or Garrett County, Maryland, even the last furthest west county, it smelled so much like cedar, pine, juniper, and all the evergreens up there. So I can see where, like, if you live in an area where someone has azaleas, it might smell like that, you know. And I hope you're not allergic to them like me. Oh, azaleas. That is one of the plus sides to not living where we lived, where we just moved out of. One of our neighbors had azaleas. And I'm allergic. CJ, you're very welcome. Enjoy the tea. Enjoy the sit for a bit. We do have one sprint left ahead of us. It'll be our last one for the night. Get a little bit of a wrap up, a little bit of a wind down, and a rest for everyone accordingly, okay? So, oh my goodness. With that being said, I'm going to actually go ahead, and since we talked over one or two chats, let's go ahead and reclaim that last little bit at the tail end of the clock there, shall we? And get us into our last 25-minute sprint. What, ma'am? She's just staring up at me. Give you a start onto the next sprint about 30 seconds early, everybody. So see you all here in, excuse you, Slider. There you go, Slider. 25. Enjoy. All right, everybody. Well, I've got a playful kitty behind me. Let's go ahead and hopefully she remains occupied with her favorite toy, hairband. I don't leave her unsupervised with it, but yeah, favorite toy right there. Anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves into a wrap up and wind down mode. Make sure you're saving your work, leaving any notes for future you where you're picking up as you're leaving off. It's been a wonderful sprint stream, everyone. Thank you so much for spending some time here with me today, and I cannot wait to spend more time with you. I believe I'll see you all next week. Please take care of yourselves, all the hugs. Your voice has value, and you've always been worth it. Dang it.